Yo, what's up, good people? We are going live. Just want to do a quick video with you guys today. Today, we are going to be talking about how to nurture a joint venture partnership. This is one of my favorite topics because I love joint ventures. This week, which actually made me do this video, I recently we were doing a group discussion on joint ventures, how to actually form a joint venture. And doing that, I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute, like I want to put something in place so that some of the business owners who have actually started the process to start joint ventures, so they can actually know how to nurture those joint ventures so that they can last. So for you guys who don't know, joint ventures are like one of the easiest ways to increase income, increase profits, increase the amount of leads that you're getting in. And it's literally about forming really good relationships so that you can have people send you leads without without spending money on marketing advertising. So yes, guys, so let's get into it. We're going to talk a little bit about this, how to actually form joint ventures, how to actually nurture joint ventures. So we've done another seminar about how to actually form it, but today we're going to talk about how to actually benefit and actually nurture these joint venture partnerships. So hopefully you guys are having a great day. Again, this is one of my first actual YouTube lives, so I'm excited about it. It's kind of seeing how everything works and seeing how we can help you guys out, and probably do a few more lives too. We're at a position where we could do more, so we're gonna do more for you guys. So I actually took some notes, guys. So we're going to be using some of these notes today. And also, guys, I'm going to do a workbook too. So look at the description. We're going to actually add that to the description as well. Yeah, an actual workbook. So joint ventures, for you guys who don't know, it's a partnership between two companies, typically, or two entities. And the benefit of a joint venture is to put yourself in a position where you can benefit from the services that this other person offers, and then you can be a benefit to that person as well. So, for an example, a good partnership or a good joint venture would be if I'm a real estate agent, I'm going to have a lawn care company that I work with, and what I'm going to do is I am going to let that person know when I sell a home, hey, listen, I have someone who can take care of your lawn care services, right? So what do? I refer that client to this company that does lawn care. Now they take care of this client, and we figure out an agreement where I would get paid for referring that client. So that what it does is that if I sell 10, 15 homes a year, what does that do for that client? Now that's a potential of, let's say, 5 to 8 new clients that lawn care company would get, which increases their revenue over a period of time. Now, let's think about a scenario where it can be beneficial for both parties. So, let's say if you were a wedding coordinator, and then you want to start a joint venture with a bakery or caterer. So you guys would share that experience. So I would send leads to the caterer. The caterer will actually send me leads for people who want to get married, because those are two entities that kind of dwell within that same ecosystem or community. So I want to have those relationships so that me as a client, I become the authority so that I can actually now put my clients in the best situation to go out and benefit from having that service as well. All right. So, um, so what's important? You want to make sure that you actually build trust and build confidence with your potential joint venture. And what this does is, guys, it gives you more credibility, and then it lets them know that you're in this for the long haul. One of the biggest issues that I've seen with joint ventures, the only downside is a lot of times both parties, or at least one of the parties, aren't as invested. So because they're not as invested, sometimes that partnership will fail. And if that partnership fails, what does that mean? That means, you don't get the income from it, you don't get the leads from it, you don't get the exposure. So you want to make sure that you're always doing things to actually nurture that relationship, which we're going to talk about in a second. All right. Um, so this partnership between the two of you guys, it can be a actual contract. So it can be written, or it can be an oral contract between you guys. So don't think that you guys have to have a physical contract. it does make it a little bit easier, especially if you're dealing with big money. So I have a client that for every client that they send us, we send them $500 or $1,000. So we probably need a contract, right? Because we're dealing with a lot of money. They want to make sure that we're actually holding up our end of the bargain if they're going to send us clients, and then also so that they don't say that hey, Terrence didn't send us our money or whatever. So sometimes in those scenarios, you do want to have contracts in place to make sure that everybody is protected. All right. So how to build trust as a joint venture. So it's very important that you quickly build trust with your joint venture to ensure that this is a long-standing relationship. You need to start by establishing credibility and showing that your brand is authentic to the referring partner. So this can be done by social proof. So if you have like podcasts, if you have news articles or anything like that, those are things that you can do to show proof. If you have testimonials, you can use that to show value, and also other partnerships or endorsements. Those things can be used as well to show that you are a credible person. Now, this is very important within within those first couple minutes. No, I'm sorry, first couple weeks of meeting with that client or that potential partner. So what this does is you want them to, quickly that, all right, this is a person I can trust. If I form this joint venture with this person, they're not going to, go out of business. They're not going to just kind of forget about the contract and not, hold up the end of the bargain. So this is something that you want to kind of have in place even before you actually have them sign the contract. This could be a quick email with, a news article or, a YouTube clip or an endorsement. Just maybe have that like towards the bottom, just as a quick, a quick way to build trust. All right. Thank you guys for checking out the video so far. And make sure you stay because we're going to go over the 4 steps to nurturing. So, all right, the next thing that we're going to talk about is what happens if you don't build trust in the relationship. So think about a joint venture partnership, guys, as a marriage, right? So you get married, you take this person out on dates, you guys, do things together, experience certain things together, and the purpose is to of course stay married, right? So so you work on communication, you work on these things that help you within this relationship. So I want you to think about joint venture partnerships similarly. So you want to be able to do things for this person. So like if this person's in the community, you want to have that relationship. You don't want to be like, yeah, we have a joint venture partnership, but I don't really like this person. You really want to like the person to some degree. I'm not saying that you have to, but you will want to. I'm big on letting them know that you care about them. So maybe a quick gift, maybe a quick affirmation letter, or just something to show that I'm thinking about you and I appreciate you. And these are just things that you can do to build up that relationship so they can stay around a little bit longer. All right. So now what happens if you don't build a relationship? Then of course, like you're not getting the leads, you're not getting the revenue, and you don't get an opportunity to build your community. Now, that sounds small, but think about it from an aspect of if you're getting, 10 leads a month, or 10, 10 leads that convert per month from your joint venture partnerships. And let's say your average order value is $1,000. So now you're looking at, $10,000 in missed income just because you didn't build those relationships. So that's what you want to think about. What is the value of each potential lead that comes from this person? So that's what you want to think about. Never put yourself in that position where you have to work harder because you just didn't take the time out to build those relationships. All right. Now, what happens if you build a relationship and that relationship eventually goes south, or that relationship sours? That's something that you want to think about too. What the heck do I do, right? So you first want to identify like what actually went wrong, and then see if it's something that you can salvage, right? So sometimes it could be you, it could be something that you did. So be able to communicate, effectively. And I'm gonna give you guys an example. I had a situation before where I had a joint venture partnership that they would go ghost. Like, they would be active for a couple months and then, they would be missing for a couple months. And it happened a couple times. And then I eventually sat this person down. I'm like, listen, I really enjoy working with you. I think there's a lot of synergy. I think we can do a lot of good things together. And I just want to know, just kind of being honest and as a person, because I care about you and your business. But sometimes you go ghost. Like, what's up? What happens? And this person, let me know that there was a mental health issue that they were dealing with outside of business. And that was why they would sometimes go ghost. So it's kind of be mindful that people are dealing with things in their own personal life. I've had clients who have dealt with internal illnesses and etc. So those are things that it does happen because we are humans. So make sure that you are understanding when it comes to some of those things. Another thing is, or second thing that you want to do is communicate with honesty and not blame. So what this looks like is, when you are able to communicate with this person and let them know that um, I have an issue, don't blame it. Don't go into it thinking that you're going to just blame them for everything. Let them know that, this is what's happening. This is how it makes me feel. These are the things that, and this is how this is how it hurts me. Don't go into it saying you did this and you did that. That's you're not going to get anywhere quick. So, and it's again, that's why it's just like a relationship. All right. If this is good information, guys, give me a comment below to tell me that this is good information. So we can keep it moving. I appreciate you guys checking out this live. All right, we'll give you guys a couple more tips and we'll let you guys go. All right, so here's actually the 4 steps to nurturing the actual joint venture partnership. So the first one is going to be to create metrics, and I'm looking here, guys, because I have 2 screens up. If you guys are wondering, but so you want to create metrics. So this one is going to be for both of you guys. So you want to be able to track the results of the partnerships. Now I'm gonna tell you guys because I've done this before. But what it does is, guys, if you have metrics that you're tracking and you share this, like I would use like Google Sheet, which is free. You can use that, and it's like very simple. You can just use that. But if you're showing that these are the leads that were sent, and this is what happened, so you're showing the entire sales journey or the journey for that client. So you have a lead that's been put in. Did it convert? If it did convert, what was made? You can do what was the amount of the sale, especially like if you guys are doing a percentage, and then show the payout amount. And then you can have like a scheduled time that you do payouts, or you can do every lead, or every week or every 2 weeks, whatever, however you want to do it. There's so many different ways that you can do it. But the biggest thing is you want to be able to have this logged so that can't your joint venture can't say, well, I've sent you 18 leads or 20 leads, but nobody has did anything with it, or nobody has or you didn't pay me, so what's going on? But that person may not know that they sent you 18 leads or 20 leads, but they want good leads, or people didn't answer the phone, or people didn't get back to you. So what happens now? Those leads are, even though you do have them, they're not a benefit. But now this client or this person is thinking, wait a minute, I sent you 20 leads and nobody bought. Like, that doesn't make sense. So now they're not going to feel as enthused to send you more leads, which is going to lead to you not getting more leads from that person, and it's going to go back to the last thing we talked about, and that relationship is going to start to sour. Another thing that's very important is you want to have in there the conversation that you had to. So if you met with a client, you want to make sure that you put into the whatever you're tracking it through, like a CRM or whatever you're tracking it. You want to put in there as well what happened in the meeting, right? So if this person said, Terrence, I want to think about it, or I want to get back to you, or we're going to do it on this date, or let me confirm, whatever happens. Or if they say, no, I'm not interested, or if you get into a disagreement with the client, which I hope you don't do. But those are all things that you want to have included, so that when that person looks at the lead sheet, they can see, oh, okay, this is what happened. So this person wasn't interested. This person is going to call back. This person is a potential. That way you can know exactly like what is actually happening, and it takes away some of the questions. All right. I also recommend, with the joint ventures, this is just a key to note. Make sure that you're reaching out to this a joint venture partner every so often. I recommend every 2 weeks, but you can do maybe 3 weeks, or I think worst case scenario is 4. But so maybe 2 to 3 weeks. 4 weeks is definitely too long. And what you want to do is, what this looks like is, you want to be able to have those conversations, and just do a check-in. So the check-in is just, hey, how's everything going? I just want to give you a quick update. Even though they have access to the lead manager, you still want to give them just a quick update. Hey, you sent me 5 leads. This person did this person didn't move forward. This person decided they want to work with somebody else. So now you go through that process, and it's like, oh, okay, thank you for letting me know that. And again, that builds the credibility, so they don't feel like you're just trying to like take leads from them, take money, and keep it moving, and don't pay them, because people aren't going to continue seeing leads if you do that. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Let's see this. Um, so does that make sense for you guys? Hopefully that makes sense. Another thing that you can do too is make sure you're very intentional about this. So you can automate this if possible. Maybe put it on your calendar and just remember to reach out to this person like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And it'll make it 10 times easier, I promise. All right. The next thing is going to be to build trust, right? So that's step two. Want to build trust. So you accomplish this by being very forthcoming when it comes to um, if you can complete the task. So for an example, if it's like um, if you were the first example that I gave, I'm a real estate agent and I have a joint venture with someone who does lawn care, then let the real estate agent know, I don't know if I can take on this client. They have a big yard, or they have a big request. It may not be a good suitor for me right now. Like, do that opposed to just saying yes, I'm gonna take it, or no, or whatever, right? You just always want to make sure that you can communicate those things. So be conscious that you're doing your best to over deliver. So you want to make sure that when you're dealing with a client from a referral partner or joint venture partner, you want to overcompensate. You want to go above and beyond, because, and I'm gonna tell you what happens. It's just multifaceted. First off, it gives a great impression on the client that you're working with. Secondly, it also so you did a great job for that client. That client is now going to go back and do what? They're going to tell the joint venture partner, man, I love Terrence. Like, I thank you so much for referring me to Terrence. Like, he's a great person. I love working with him, etc. Blah blah blah. And guess what? Now the joint venture partner going to say, yeah, thank you. I am. He is cool. And guess what? They're going to see more people, right? So you're really you doing a good job is going to just put you in the best situation possible, so that you can just get more clients and more leads, from doing what you do best, right? So make sure you're always available to build trust. All right. Number three, guys, make it as easy as possible for your partner. This is one of the biggest things that I've seen, and that's just we think that this person is a business owner, right? So the biggest thing that you want to do, you want to make it as easy as possible, because they already have a million things they have to do, right? So one of the biggest things that happens a lot of times, or objections a lot of times that happens, is for a joint venture why they may say no, is because they're thinking about all the things that they're already doing, and they're thinking, I can't add anything else onto my plate, right? Just think about how many things you're doing as a business owner, and then just think about, dang, like, could I add on like something else? So think about it from that aspect. So what you want to do is you want to make it as easy as possible. First, you want to communicate this to the joint venture. Listen, I want to make this as easy as possible for you. I don't want this to be a task. I do want you to be able to refer clients to me. So this is something that I want to help you throughout this process. So one of the things that you can do, you can help them with marketing material. So if it's like pamphlets or flyers or etc., you can create a you can create emails that this client can use, or this joint venture can use to send out to their people, right? So you share a Google Drive folder where you just create emails that this person can just send out to their email subscribers. Boom. So that's one less thing they got to worry about, right? If you do social media posts, create a social media post for them, put it in the Drive. Hey, this could be your call. Hey, I just put a social media post in the Drive. Let me know what you think. I just wanted to make it easier for you. If you get a chance, post it. And I'll make one for myself, or if you can make one for me, I'll post it as well. Keep it moving. You want to make it as easy as possible for them to be able to see your clients. Because what does this mean? If you take this 5 or 10 minutes out of your day and do something like this means an additional 1 to 3 clients. And what does an additional 1 to 3 clients mean to you? And what are you willing to do to get a free 1 to 3 clients sent to you, right? So that's what that means. Now, within this, you also want to make sure that um, you're not taking advantage of this client. So you want to make sure that you're doing everything that you can because they're giving you their trust. So you want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to make sure this relationship is profitable as well. All right. Thank you guys for sticking around so long. We have one more that we're going to talk about, and this one is good faith. And I love talking about this one because what it does is it changes the game, right? All right, so step 4 is going to be good faith. So this is very important, guys. Please don't forget this. Please don't forget it. So step four is going to be in your first 7 days. You want to show a sign of good faith, right? This is extremely important. So this can be a gift. It can be a gift card. It can be one of your products or services that you currently offer. Money is always my last thing that I would give, but it could be money. You can do, and when I say gift card, I want to make sure that I clarify it. You can do gift cards from two different situations. You can do a gift card to your business, like for your services, or you can do a traditional gift card, 25, $50, whatever. So what this does is, guys, it shows that you are invested in this relationship, and it shows that that you are putting some skin into the game. It shows that this is something that you're looking forward to, and it's also like a thank you. Here's the thing. Psychologically, what happens is when you do like some type of good faith measure, if you give someone a gift or give them something without them asking or without them giving you a gift, guess what they do? Oh crap! Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't get you anything. Now they want to give you a gift, right? They want to give something to you. And your only thing is the only gift that you want or need is for them to send you more clients. Let's keep it simple. This one thing right here, if you do this, maybe every 3-4 months, it changes the game, guys. Like it really shows that, you're invested into this relationship because as well understand the value of each client this person can potentially bring you. So whatever I have to do to build this relationship is what I'm going to do. So hopefully, guys, these were good tips. I really appreciate doing this training, this quick training, because I understand the value of having joint venture partnerships and I understand what it can do for your business. So again, I'm Terrence with Blackwell Legacy Group. If you guys don't know, we are business consultants to help small business owners who are struggling to increase their revenue by $50,000 without spending more money on marketing and advertising. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go to our website at blackwelllegacyuniversity.com. There we have a bunch of resources. We have a free ebook, which is Broke versus Wealthy Entrepreneur. We also have a training at the bottom of our website that you can check out. It's a free training that you can check out. So, if you have any, and you can also, if you want to, you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation with myself and the team where we can help you to put together a strategy for your business. So hopefully these were good tips, guys. Make sure you check out some of our other content. I appreciate you. And this is it. We are out.